Welcome, Sagittarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, and I am pulling the Justice card for you on this new moon in Pisces on the 27th of this month. This is about something that is closing out, as the impact of the new moon will be felt particularly keenly in your area of activity that relates to your home, your domestic environment, your family, your roots. The Justice card is indicating a closure, something that is completing a circle of karma, something that has been an obstruction, an obstacle, a long-standing block in the area of your family, your family of origin, your memories of your experience growing up, your conditioning. Something has ended. Something has been dissolved. And some of this is a dissolution of illusions for you. Some belief you held that you are understanding was not real. Some block that you may have imagined that existed is no longer real, has dissolved itself from its presence in your life, in your consciousness. This represents an unblocking for you in a particular area, and it can relate to the passage of another life, the ending of a relationship, the disillusion. That's the word that keeps coming, not in disillusion, but in dissolving. The breakdown, the melting away of something that you understand now never truly existed. It existed as something you believed had to be there, but its reality is no longer essential to you. In fact, you see it as something that you held in place as a result of your belief in it. This feels like some kind of a authoritarian figure or construct that you once felt needed to anchor your life or anchor the life of others. And there's something very sad about your idea of what this was. So, for instance, if this was marriage or a partner or a parent, there was something very tragic about their experience of life that you now see for what it was. This is a general reading, Sagittarius, so it isn't going to resonate for all of you. If you're interested in a personal reading, that may or may not be included in the description box or the comments below. I'm not sure how I'm going with the flow here in the spirit of the new moon in Pisces. But welcome to all of you, and thank you for spending time with me. In your present, the High Priestess. This is very much bearing upon the kind of consciousness I feel that you are experiencing right now. The High Priestess is giving you access to the assistance that exists in your life at a spiritual, visceral level, so that you are reflecting back on moments in your life when you were greatly connected to your soul's essence. This feels like it has a lot to do with very early childhood for many of you. And this is a message that has come up in the past. Very early memories of your connection to otherworldly, other spherical energies, where you could see elementals, for instance. You felt deeply connected to things that adults would find fantastical, childish, fairy tales. There's a part of you that understood the value, the lessons, the experiences underneath fairy tales. And for many of you, there was a particular fairy tale that really resonated with your life experience during your formative years. And I would love to hear what that fairy tale or folk tale or story was that seemed to be an explication of your own experience at some level. For me, it was The Little Mermaid. It's not the Little Mermaid Disney version by any means. It is the original Hans Christian Andersen tale, I believe. And that particular tale had different endings. And it certainly was something that I related to my own contemporary life on my own terms. And opened up all kinds of possibilities for me. This is the kind of messaging that you are deeply connected with, intuitively connected, particularly during this full moon energy where you are being divested of illusions at the same time that you're reconnecting with a spiritual intuition that is connecting you with all of these energies that are there for you, that aid you, that help you reclaim your spiritual position in the world. In the past, the Knight of Wands is really the energy that you have been, that has been inspiring you, your exploration into who you truly are. And for many of you that are creative in some particular specific way, this is really the harvesting of experiences that you are drawing upon to express yourself. This is not just about happy thoughts and exciting, glorious, adventurous ideas or experiences. This is about all of your experiences. And for many of you that are creatives, you will not be surprised that many of the most profound experiences and feelings that are coming up for you, that are the fuel for your expression, are deeply tragic in some outer way, and which you have begun to understand how to mine, which you're exploring the ways that these experiences work through you, work through your particular language, whether it is music, dance, teaching. And you don't have to be an artist to experience this, but it does incline you to believe that you are exploring some new version of yourself. In the future, the Lovers. This is about a choice that you're in a position to make now. I believe it's a choice you've made many times in life, and I do think this relates not only to relationships, but to your foundation. Because for many Sagittarians, your most profound relationships relate to or are for you a foundation from which you can grow and create and produce. That relationship can be with your art, with your passion, with your avocation, with your mission in the world. But it has been shaped and tempered by your understanding, your growth, your expansion, your discrimination throughout multiple experiences that perhaps did not go so well and did not improve until you understood the potential of your own deeper connection with self. And that connection with your higher self is that ability to pursue your dreams, to allow yourself to want love, to know that you're deserving of love, and to take yourself, your relationship to self, more seriously in order to be able to recognize those deep connections with others that can serve you and them towards the building of something that is significant for you. I hope this reading is resonating for you, Sagittarius. If so, please like this video, please share this with others, and please subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And I pulled the forgiveness card. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. And I'm taking this back to the first card, the overall energy of the Justice card. I do believe that the conditions that shape the experience of equity, justice, fairness can be a cruel kind of oppression, a cruel kind of abuse, one in which you feel yourself to be a victim. And overcoming that absolutely requires the release of blame and resentment. This is for many Sagittarians that have cultivated this positive outlook, a kind of a recognition that that positivity, that optimism can be a mask, can be a way of denying the deep hurt, wounding that you've experienced as a result of whatever kind of abuse or trauma or oppression or limitation that you've experienced in your life. And to truly forgive that has been truly a challenge for you because you kept it from yourself for such a long time. And once you have understood that, you have been characteristically eager to forgive the perps. However, forgiving yourself for being foolish, particularly if this abuse or mistreatment or your acceptance or toleration of it existed for a long time. One's relationship with one's mother or a parent is just an example I'll use as some way in which you can have transformed that relationship on your own terms through your willingness to forgive that person, but a difficulty in forgiving yourself. So this is encouraging you as you move through this empowerment phase in your life, because this is about making better choices, reflecting on what you've learned, not how you've been failed or betrayed or disappointed, but what you've gained from something that you actually participated in at some point. That is a message here for you, and a beautiful time during this new moon in Pisces to really allow yourself to be cleansed by that sense of self-forgiveness. And the High Priestess is clarified by the Call, the Judgment card, and Transformation, which is the Death card. This is intense. This is reinforcing that you are experiencing the end of a sense of being beneath the wheel. And I don't say that lightly, because I do think for many of you, the perception of being beneath the wheel would have been laughable to you in the past, and not until recent years, and I'm going to say with Pluto's transit through Capricorn, which we're finally out of, you have been forced to explore that way in which you experience some kind of abuse or oppression that you now see became more challenging because you denied it, because you always looked to the bright side, or you were optimistic, naively optimistic about what was really going on. And the release of that, the closure of that out, the end of that, the experiencing of the full circle of karma is what is aiding your own experience of the Judgment card, here called the Call. You're understanding in some ways that this experience of destruction, ruin, having to find your power out of a place of absolute powerlessness, of being ground under the heel of the universe, is what is helping you to understand the purpose in all of that. The strength, what you learned about yourself, the ability to build yourself up from the ground up again and again, that is indeed a power. That indeed is reaffirmed that you're the powerful one. You are the power. You have the power. So this is beautiful in terms of helping you to understand your mission of service, the message that you have to share, and that you can be a success. You can receive the things that you've always desired because you're worthy of that. This is incredibly powerful psychic time for you, Sagittarius. I'm not sure about all of you, but I've been totally enthralled with every love, romance, novel, historical drama that I can find. I am in a world of dreams. Some of them are mine and some of them are others. So Sag rising, I'm just feeling the beautiful disillusion of falseness in the environment in general. So in the Knight of Wands is clarified by the messenger of earth and the messenger of air. So this is just really fueling how you have been opening up all the channels of your sensitivity, mind, spirit, emotions, intellect, to this exploration of self, this letting in new ideas, allowing yourself to be transformed. And as a result, you are actually experiencing the world in a new way. All of the emotions you're feeling, the daily sense of awareness and openness is new to you because it's authentic. This is coming from your core. You've willed this change that you are experiencing. The lovers of the future is clarified by the High Priestess, a repeat card, and the Six of Fire. You are indeed victorious. Your ability to commit to your community, to your relationships, to all of those exchanges of energy that support your wisdom, that support your commitment to your loved ones, to your neighbors, to those that live around you and with you, to the collective spirit and well-being of the world. This is where you are excelling. This is where you are emerging victorious. I almost feel like you're getting what the world needs. You're understanding global events in a way that is manageable to you as an individual and significant to those with whom you work in the variety of activities that work for fair treatment, justice, equality, the empowerment of all voices, all experiences, the inclusion of right action, right consequences, redistribution of resources in a way that you uniquely understand is absolutely doable, individual by individual, country by country. You have a global view of where we are in the earth. Many of you are profound prophets, not just healers or advisors or helpers, but you're actually able to see into the past and the future at this time. And your ability to translate that into concrete acts of kindness and service is bringing you and others so much joy, so much benefit, I might add. I'm going to finish up this reading with a yogic path oracle, and I have pulled for you booty. And I'm going to look that up so I can read from the handbook. And booty, booty, as in Budai, is inner wisdom and intellect, and really is vibing from the high priestess energy that's appeared twice in your reading today. Wise one, you're now remembering what you were born with, all the answers that you are seeking. You've realized life is not about learning, but rather relearning, letting go of the illusions so we can remember our innate solutions. You've silenced the chattering mind to allow the whispers of the soul to speak, and are now beginning to truly read the vast textbooks that exist inside you. This is a time to rewrite your story, authored by the greater wisdom of your soul, Booty. Thank you so much, Sagittarius, for this beautiful reading. Until next time, namaste.